Hi everyone, welcome to Sandy's Wednesday rune reading for this week, April 15th till next week, April 21st. Are you ready? Let's see what Odin have in store for us this week. Let's begin. First, we have Laguz. Okay, so this rune represents us making a trip and some movement. It's also the rune of woman. It's related to water and going back to the source. It also symbolizes intuition and consciousness. Love. A lady might bring you some happiness. Maybe you will find love with someone from another country, or if you are going on a trip. Also, you and your partner should make a little trip together. Now, doesn't have to go to another country or anything like that. Can simply be, let's say, going to another city or something in that way. Or can be also doing some camping or anything that you will share with your partner. Money. Some money or inheritance might come from another country. Maybe you will have to go there to get it. If you were thinking about making a trip or buy a new car, then it's a good time for that. Your dream will come true. You will find the money that you need to do it. Work. You might have to go on a trip for your work. Or you might receive a job offer that's going to be far from your home. Again, can be just from another city, not necessarily another country, but it can happen too. Also, you might receive a contract offer related with water or intuition. So maybe, for example, you might go work on a boat, on a train, plane, or something, the intuition may be if you are a spiritual person and, for example, you do some readings or something like that, you might get some contract. Health. You might have to make a trip, or maybe go to another hospital that will be in another city. And yeah, it's about your health. Maybe on where you live, the hospital doesn't have the treatment for you, so they might refer you to another city. Okay, the next one. It's Isa. Now this one is about standstill, withdrawal. The ice also represents being blocked, the limit that you can't pass. If you want to move forward, you will have to open your mind. and learn to see things differently. Be opportunist and take things in the best that they can offer you. Love. Nothing is going on. You don't know how to make your relationship move forward, how to modify your situation. Because what you're living right now, it's not what you want anymore. So, analyze what you are living and what you would want to be living. And there's an answer that gonna come to you. So the best way to do that is to make a list of where you are, what you want, and what you can do to get there. Money. You're feeling like your situation can't be reversed and that you are at the limit and that you can't move forward. But leave aside what you know and try to find some solution in place that you never looked before. So for example, when you're doing your groceries, try to find another way, like looking at the flyers, or if you are going to, let's say, 4 or 5 different store, try to do maybe on your trip, instead of doing 5 trips, taking a lot of gas. For example, if you have 3 stores in the same area and 2 other on another area, well, split those trips. So for example, one day go to one area where there's the 3 store, and after another day or maybe later, go to the other area where the stores are. So that can be a way to just limit your traveling and spend less on gas instead of going back and forward to the 2 different directions. Let's say, for example, east to west, west to east, instead of going that way, you do it once or twice, depending on the stores. Also, maybe if you're alone, maybe if you know, for example, you love some meat, maybe try to buy in family meal instead of for one. Because, for example, if for one your meal is $10 and you know you're gonna eat it, let's say for a month, for time a month, well, it will cost you $40. But instead, if you take a family pack, it might cost you, let's say, maybe $15, but you will be able to separate the meal and have it for the month. So that $10 that you were putting on that meat, well, it can go somewhere else. Again, follow the deal. Try to see also if you really need some ingredients. If you can't, just lose them or simply try to use something else. Try to be creative like that, okay? For work, your if you want to change your job or your career, it seems impossible. You're stuck in a system that is blocking you from moving forward. But don't give up now. But also don't go and against the flow. Just like your love situation, make a list to see where you are, where you would like to be, and what you can do for it to know where to go. Also, act one step at a time, meaning that, for example, let's just say you're doing too much overtime. Now, you don't want to make that overtime. That's the plan. So, what will you have to do for that? So, maybe you will have to delegate some work to your coworkers. Maybe you will have to talk with your boss to say that it's too much for you, so you need some rest, you know, but do it one problem at a time, because if you're trying to tackle everything at the same time, you will get overwhelmed and you will just burn yourself out. So that's not good. And it will take more time for you to resolve your problems, and more difficult too, because when we don't feel like it or we're overwhelmed, we can't think very clearly. So it won't help you. One step at a time. When one problem is solved, go to another one. Health. If you are having some health difficulties and you don't seem to be getting some healing, it's because you don't know how your mind is working. Now, try to do a research about your sickness, and also try to make a list again to see what makes you feel this way. So, for example, if you're stressed, okay, you're stressed, but why are you stressed? Is it because you have family problems? Is it because of money? Is it because your work is stressing you? Is it because you're listening to too much news? You don't take time for yourself? You don't rest properly? So try to find out what brings you on this state of mind. What is that cause that, for example, you know you're stressed because you're having some trouble with your eating, or you're feeling like your heart is racing, you're feeling like you can't breathe. So those can be some symptoms, but try to find what brings you there. Also, don't hesitate to go see your doctor or ask for professional help, because these are not tips I'm giving you, but some example. But to make sure, and if you know your situation, maybe you need to ask your doctor, or, as I was saying, pharmacist, anyone that can help you. Can also be that you just need to talk with someone. So again, talk with a close friend, a family member, someone you trust, even a professional. Okay, very, very important. Don't stay alone with your problems. And the last one for this week, it's Kano. Now this room, it's bright. It's about brightness, light, understanding, having an open mind. It's a rune about trust and mutual help. It tells you that either you will be guided in your path or in your life, or that you will be guiding someone else in their life or their path. Love. Finally, you will meet the right partner, the right person for you. If you already have, your relationship will get better, because you will be able to understand what is blocking you right now. You will be living some good times. Money. You will find some solution to solve your problems and make your financial situation better. If you think about investing, you will get some good intuition. Again, don't invest by yourself. Ask professional for that. Work. You will receive a positive answer to your dream or about your career. Your project will be a success. You will find the solution to the problems on your way. Health. If you're having some good health, you're doing well. If you have some little small problem, you will be able to resolve them by yourself, either by knowing what brings you there. So you know, excuse me. For example, if you're stressed because, let's say about the news, well, you know that you will have to look at them a little less. You know, small things like that. Or you will do some research and you will find some tips to help you. Again, be careful if you're looking on the internet. Yes, it might be helping you and guiding you to a problem, but be careful about the solution because sometimes it's not always right. So if you're not sure, go and see a doctor, pharmacist, a psychiatrist, any people that can help you with that. Very, very important if you don't want to make things go wrong. So, thank you for joining me. This was this Wednesday rune reading. I wish you all a happy and blessed Odin's Day and a wonderful rest of the week. See you next week. Bye bye.